Hey there, all you gooseheads, and welcome back to another episode of the Evening Goose. And hello to some of my new subscribers. Good to see you here. My name is Andrew Ginsberg. I'm a former tech employee turned stand-up comedian. I've worked at fun places like IBM and Yahoo, but now I'm spending all my time investigating the weirdest, wildest corners of technology, AI, space, and apparently, paranormal livestock zones. So full stop. I'm a little embarrassed to say this because I'd like to think you're coming to this channel for some reputable knowledge on all the latest goings-ons in AI technology and space. But I will be honest with you, I've watched every single episode of the Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch on the History Channel. I've seen every episode. That's a lot of Skinwalker content. And a lot of my friends, they made fun of me and called me a demented crackhead and said I'm a loser. But you know, it's not any worse than anything that you guys are watching, all right? It's not a show about reality dating or Jewish or Indian matchmaking. You know, it's whatever. It's about scientists trying to figure out what's going on a really paranormal ranch. And my friend said, Andrew, we can't take you seriously if you like this show. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, listen, what do you want me to say? It's my favorite kind of stuff, all right? And listen, not every single one of my episodes is going to be for crackheads, but this one's for the crackheads on the internet. And after 4 seasons of electromagnetic pulses, exploding rockets, and scientists screaming into the void, I think I finally get what's going on. Let's dive into it. Skinwalker Ranch is a 512-acre property in Utah known for UFO sightings, glowing orbs, cattle mutilations, poltergeist activity, all that kind of weird stuff. It's currently owned by real estate mogul Brandon Fugel, and even though it seems like his motivation for buying Skinwalker Ranch and doing this research is to convert everybody to Mormonism, I'm still a big fan. Fugel assembled a high-level team of researchers led by physicist Dr. Travis Taylor, and although he's always screaming, "What the crap? What the crap is that?" He's a guy with 2 PhDs, he's got a Pentagon security clearance, and he's got the energy of somebody who's always 5 minutes away from yelling, "Fire the rockets! Let's just fire another rocket!" Alongside him are Eric Bard, resident nerd and lead scientist, Tom Winterton, who once got a brain swelling just from being too close to the phenomena, and Dragon, their head of security who looks like he's ready to suplex a UFO and do a bunch of pills afterwards. So what did they actually discover on Skinwalker Ranch in terms of anomalies and discoveries? It's not just spooky. Some of what they're finding is actually measurable. So in earlier Evening Goose episodes, I talked about LiDAR and radar scanning and how folks are using that to uncover all kinds of mysteries, including what's going on underneath the Great Pyramid. So radar and LiDAR scans of Skinwalker Ranch show a dome-shaped zone 1 mile above the ranch. This is real. This is something they see. Found a consistent signal reflection at 5,200 feet, as if a solid, invisible structure is just there, suspended in the air. They launch rockets at this invisible structure. It bends off course or disappears entirely. So what's the theory? According to the show, this could be advanced tech. Maybe it's cloaked somehow in some sort of invisibility cloak, maybe some secret skunkworks program. Some think it's a gravitational or dimensional distortion, maybe a bubble in reality. We don't know. But isn't this stuff cool? Just suspend your disbelief for a moment and follow me down this rabbit hole. Next is the mystery of the invisible tower. And no, that's not what happens after I get the appetizer at a seafood restaurant. Triangulated coordinates revealed vertical columns of energy. Nothing visible, but when they launched rockets into the spot, the same result. Malfunction, deflection, a loss of signal. I know what you're saying. Isn't that just something that would happen on a reality TV show? Maybe. LiDAR even mapped a vertical void or a structure with no mass. The theory? Either we've got cloaked surveillance infrastructure, or this is a place where our physical reality has seams, like someone opened the developer console on Earth. So what else happens out there on the ranch? Well, a lot of crazy stuff does happen. Multiple crew members, including Travis, experienced short bursts of ionizing radiation, levels high enough to cause medical symptoms. Tom Winterton had inflammation into the scalp and brain. And that wasn't just prior to interacting with the ranch. And all these spikes and all this trauma occurred during tests, not at random. Theory? What's going on in the ranch isn't just background noise. It's something intelligent, or at least reactive. It's like the ranch watches you back. Now, it's worth noting that around these kind of UFO and electromagnetic blackouts and this kind of stuff that goes on, there's always like cows getting mutilated. Now, I don't know what that's about. I don't think anybody's really pinpointed why the aliens seem to want to just come down and hurt the cows, specifically cows. I don't know what it is with the cows. Kind of unfortunate. Cows seem really nice. I don't know why they want to like drain all their blood and why that stuff happens. I don't have an answer for why that's going on, but it's just worth noting in this video. 1 cow died while standing beside the others, so there was no signs of trauma, no disturbance, and every camera went down during the incident. Later, they recorded a high EMF field and microwave bursts in the exact area. Theory, whatever's happening is surgical, it's selective. If something is doing this, knows where the cameras are and how to avoid them, which makes sense. If there's a higher intelligence, I'm sure they could avoid the History Channel cameras. If Georgie Tsoukalos can do it, then so can an unknown entity. Also worth noting on the ranch, there's a lot of tech malfunctions, GPS jams, and missing time. Now, I know what you're thinking. If I was to shoot a reality show about a strange phenomenon going on in a ranch, that would be a key part of the plot. But let's just suspend our disbelief and pretend that this is all really happening. So in the episodes, drones fall from the sky, GPS units get lost, At one point, Travis's team flew a chopper near the hot zone and all the instruments went haywire. In multiple incidents, team members reported memory loss or shifts in perception. My personal theory, these aren't just malfunctions. They're localized, recurring, and precise. They actually can trigger them. The tech fails where the data is trying to prove the point. So as soon as they get close, it seems like things collapse. So what's really going on? Andrew, what's your thesis here? We were following this channel for a while. We thought we could take you seriously. So if you're going to tell us about this crazy crap, what do you think is actually going on? Well, here's the best explanation, and in my opinion, here's where things get interesting and a little bit scary. 1, this isn't random. The anomalies are structured, repeatable, and location bound. 2, it may be intelligent. The phenomenon seems to respond to probing. When the team digs, physically or scientifically, it seems to push back. Kind of like when you ask me about my personal life. Whoa, bro, come on. I'm not going to tell you how many times I've seen fish. Over 100. It breaks down physics. Radiation bursts without a source, objects in the sky that leave no heat signature, invisible forces, bending rocket trajectories. This is all run in the mill on Skinwalker Ranch. 4, consciousness might be involved. When experiments are run with human observers or emotional stakes, results spike. Some believe consciousness is a trigger, and the human mind may be entangled with whatever's happening at the ranch. The leading thesis: Skinwalker Ranch may be a window into a new layer of reality where technology, perception, and consciousness intersect. And it could be showing us that reality itself is far stranger than we've ever imagined. So yeah, in my spare time, I've seen every episode of The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch, and I've learned that Skinwalker Ranch isn't just a paranormal mystery, it might be a scientific one. A place that challenges what we think we know about space, time, and what it means to observe something. And also, don't be a cow there, it never ends well. And look, like and subscribe for more content like this. Let's explore the new frontier of science together. I'm Andrew Ginsberg with the Evening Goose. This was a nice light episode for you. We'll see you next time. Please subscribe to the channel. Please be my friend. I appreciate everything. Goodbye.